Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you are in a good condition. Before I present my article, let me introduce myself. My name is Fauzi Mirwan Safrudin, and I'm a student in Informatics Technology Education 11 Maret University. The subject of my presentation is the influence of educational robotics to abstraction skill in high school. I've divided my talk into a few sections. First, the introduction, methods, discussion, and conclusion. Introduction. The skills that individuals need to face the 21st century are computational thinking or CT. According to Wing, CT is an approach to understanding human behavior, designing systems, and solving problems by referring to the basic concepts of programming. If it is related to STEM education, then CT is a skill possessed by educators to identify, solve problems, and determine steps to get solution in learning. Five component computational thinking: the composition, pattern recognition, abstraction, algorithm, and evaluation. Abstraction is a major element in CT. Abstraction is one of the abilities is needed by individuals in science. STEM education has progressed in various countries. In Indonesia, STEM education has been carried out, namely in 2013. The activity is in the form of teacher training to develop teacher perception about STEM education, which is applied in science learning in secondary school in the 2013 curriculum. In recent decades, robotics in education has attracted learning interest as a medium for developing cognitive and social skills for students from, from preschool to secondary school, and for supporting learning in science, mathematics, technology, informatics, and other school subjects. Robotics can be used as a tool capable of providing opportunities for students to develop computational thinking skills. The research that the author conducted on this topic by reviewing the literature based on the systematic literature review framework. This study searches for answers to research questions by systematically reviewing the article concerned by the keywords, namely abstraction skill, STEM learning, and robotics in education. The searches that the author did with this keyword resulted in a total of 34 articles, research especially articles indexed on ScienceDirect, ResearchGate, and Scopus, were published between 2006 and 2020 to maintain the credibility of the article. Discussion. The role of abstraction in object-oriented programming learning. Abstraction ability is an essential ability for students. However, there is still little research on this capability, especially in Indonesia. According to Wing, abstraction is a simplification of a complex problem by removing something that is not important to make it easier to solve the problem. If in a programming language, abstraction is the programmer's action to focus on essential aspects to simplify and beautify the use of code. Advantage of using abstraction in programming. First, the helps increase the security of a program, avoids code duplication, makes it easier for further application development. And then abstraction ability in STEM learning. STEM stands for Integration of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Reflection reflection the statement that this approach integrated the empathy of discipline through integrated and active learning to solve problems. According to Moore et al., STEM is an effort and approach to integrating four disciplines into one learning based on the relationship between subjects to solve a problem. Meanwhile, according to Sanders, STEM is defined as an approach to explore learning between two or more subjects in schools. And then application of robotics in STEM learning. As stated by Eguchi, robotics in education is a useful tool for project-based learning in which STEM, coding, computational thinking, and engineering skills are all integrated into one project. Educators have, have started to develop robotics to include it in various subjects such as mathematics, science, and engineering. Robotics in education has opportunity not only STEM but also many other disciplines. This allows students to find new ways to work together to foster collaborative skill, problem solving, and critical and innovative thinking. The conclusion this article aims to determine the effect of robotics on the abstraction ability of students in secondary school. The research results from the literature review show that robotics can improve student abstraction ability. Also, learning with robotics makes students more interested in the learning process. Educators have started to develop robotics to incorporate it into a variety of subjects. Integration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects are commonly referred to as STEM required teachers who can pursue career in the STEM field. Also, STEM learning with robotics requires teachers to be able to explore various abilities, one of which is the abstraction ability of students. With this ability, students are expected to be able to simplify complex problems so that they are easier to solve. Thank you so much for your attention.